It's not our position to criticize judges. Judges are independent. They have a degree of integrity. That's presumed integrity, and we're the last people to question their integrity. However, this whole issue with respect to jurisdiction has already been litigated, and litigated extensively, and those two judges were party to that decision. That's what the request for disqualification is all about.
Attorney, it is also a known fact that the former president is now the mayor of City of Davao. Are you already processing everything with respect to his oath-taking?
I'm not going to talk about oath-taking or anything. That's a legal question which is being handled by his Filipino lawyers.
Okay.
73 days.
Oh yeah, he's been there for 73 days already, held inside the ICC detention facility, attorney. Do you think that we're looking at years or hopefully the soonest possible time that he'll be released?
As far as I'm concerned, it's always the soonest possible. As I've told you many times before, there are certain preconditions which have to be met before an individual can be released at the ICC. It's not like one of your run-of-the-mill criminal cases where you can post bail and just get out and go home. No, in order for someone to be released here, there has to be a willing state party capable of receiving him onto its territory. And that's what we're looking at. It's a long process. It's something which requires a certain degree of diplomacy. And let me just come back once again to this whole issue of the elections. Okay, people miss the point. The former president won a landslide victory.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a finger in the eye to the people who threw him over here.
Correct.
That's the real point of the elections. It was a protest vote.
Yes. Attorney, with respect to the prosecution's request or motions, twice they were granted that the presentation of witnesses will be extended. What is the implication of that with relation to the longevity of the trial in general?
Well, perhaps if we feel that we've been disclosed statements and witnesses' evidence at a late stage, then it could formulate a request on my part for the postponement of the confirmation hearing, but I'm not asking to postpone a confirmation hearing at the present moment in time at all. In fact, I'm quite happy for it to be brought forward, and I wish it would be.
Yeah. Because currently, attorney, there has been a report that one of the senator of the Philippines found out that there were ICC investigators already in the Philippines right now trying to ask retired policeman or policeman to sign a, what do you call that, an affidavit to strengthen their case here in the ICC. Is this also in line with the particular request that they have to delay the presentation of the witnesses?
I don't know what's going on in the office of the prosecutor. I've heard these allegations. I'm certainly not going to comment on the evidence in a media interview. I'm not allowed to do that, and I do not propose to do that. But I've certainly heard of these allegations, and they will be processed by the defense team and used in due course.
Should the government of the Philippines, the president himself, request for the ICC that our former president be brought back to the Philippines, can that be facilitated?
Yes.
Thank you. Attorney, is there something that you want to address the Filipino community all over the world with respect to what's happening, what we see as an illegal detention and a curtailment of his freedom as a Filipino citizen?
I want to tell the Filipino community around the world who support the president to keep your spirits up, to support him, but to support him lawfully, and with all respect for due process, the judges and the victims, who I've said time and time again have an important role to play in this case, and they have a right to have their voices heard. So respect that. Has nothing to do with his innocence. We will fight for that, and we will hopefully bring him home soon. Thank you very much.
Have a great day. God bless you, sir.